Hi, welcome back to Main Eyes. Thanks for clicking this video.
Visibility can be temporary, presence lasts longer. In 2026, these actresses continue to stand out through momentum, evolution, and control over their own careers. Kanan represents a rare balance between creative visibility and business leadership. Long before many recognized her in entertainment, she had already established herself as an entrepreneur. Founding and expanding a cosmetics brand into a company generating significant annual revenue shows long-term planning and discipline. Building a business requires strategy, resilience, and the ability to manage risk, qualities that naturally influence how she approaches her on-screen work. Her interest in researching cosmetics isn't just a hobby, it reflects hands-on involvement in her own brand identity. Yoga brings structure and balance into her routine, while reading keeps her reflective and analytical. These habits suggest someone who thinks in systems rather than impulses. Kanan's presence carries control. She understands presentation not only visually, but strategically. Acting for her does not feel separate from entrepreneurship. It feels like another dimension of personal branding built with intention. Himari represents youth entering an already competitive space. At just 20 years old, her career is still at an early stage, yet she carries a clarity that feels grounded rather than rushed. Many newcomers rely heavily on sudden visibility, but Himari's progression feels gradual. There's a simplicity in how she presents herself. Not overcomplicated, not exaggerated. That restraint can be powerful. Being active since 2024, she belongs to a generation that grew up comfortable with cameras and digital spaces. That familiarity creates a natural screen presence that doesn't feel forced. Her development phase is still unfolding, and that stage carries potential. Early years are often where identity forms, and Himari seems to be shaping hers steadily instead of chasing rapid exposure. May's approach feels reflective and methodical. She has openly acknowledged areas she finds challenging, particularly facial expressions and dialogue. That honesty reveals self-awareness, a key ingredient in growth. Her habit of reviewing director instructions multiple times before filming shows seriousness about craft improvement. Some performers rely on instinct. May appears to rely on preparation. Her fascination with planetariums hints at curiosity beyond daily routine. Looking at constellations and myths suggests a mind drawn to stories and imagination. May's progression has been steady. Rankings and agency changes mark milestones, but her defining trait may be persistence. She continues refining rather than chasing rapid transformation. Hikaru's trajectory includes evolution through multiple identities. Changing stage names and agencies can be risky moves. It requires rebuilding recognition and audience familiarity. Yet Hikaru managed these transitions while maintaining visibility. Her continued activity and ranking placements across years show sustained engagement rather than a short spike. longevity often depends on adaptability, and Hikaru has demonstrated that repeatedly. Outside work, her interests in anime, gaming, and pets keep her connected to everyday culture. That relatability strengthens audience connection beyond professional achievements. Her career reflects strategic reinvention rather than instability. Each phase appears to refine rather than replace the previous one. Kana's background tells a story of effort long before recognition. Before stepping into entertainment, she balanced school life with numerous part-time jobs, sometimes up to 8 per week. Working in environments ranging from dental clinics to fast food restaurants and warehouses builds resilience that cannot be taught in training rooms. Her involvement in sports, especially volleyball as a middle blocker, shaped her reflexes and teamwork mentality. Sports cultivate timing, awareness, and endurance, all useful qualities in performance. Kana's journey feels built on repetition and work ethic. She understands what it means to show up consistently. That consistency becomes visible in her approach to career growth. Rather than depending solely on attention, she appears to rely on effort. There's something grounded about her trajectory, shaped by real-world experience rather than sudden opportunity. Momona's story carries internal contrast. As a student, she excelled academically, particularly in Japanese history, political science, and reasoning subjects. Her preparation for civil service exams reflected discipline and parental expectations. At the same time, she quietly held creative ambitions. Being part of the student council, brass band, and broadcasting club shows leadership tendencies early on. Playing saxophone and later pursuing singing demonstrates artistic inclination that never disappeared. Eventually, she chose a creative path despite earlier pressure. That shift represents autonomy, deciding which version of herself to prioritize. Today, she maintains multiple dimensions: acting, singing, content creation. Her identity feels layered rather than singular. Momona's presence reflects someone who consciously redirected her path instead of following the expected one. Beginning as a model during her school years, she achieved early attention. Stepped away, changed names more than once, and later re-entered with renewed direction. Not everyone returns after announcing retirement, and doing so requires clarity and self-assurance. Each stage name marked a different chapter. Instead of confusion, it reflects adaptation. Her journey carries maturity shaped by pauses and decisions. Reinvention, when done intentionally, adds dimension, less about experimentation and more about stability. She brings experience layered across phases rather than a single uninterrupted timeline. Activity alone does not define relevance. Evolution does. Each of these actresses continues to shape her path in 2026, not through comparison, but through sustained presence, adaptation, and personal direction. Momentum is built quietly, and in this industry, quiet consistency often lasts the longest.